Yo, I appreciate you locking in. In this video, I'll be talking about my thoughts on discipline and the reason why I've deactivated my Instagram for a while. It's not permanent, but it's a temporary decision. So, my thoughts on discipline lately has changed a lot because when I'm on Instagram and scrolling dope, what do you call it? Doom scrolling. I find myself, obviously, my algorithms like motivational content, and it's just the same message going on repeated. And I have to admit, I've been pushing the message too of getting up at 6 a.m., start the day early, getting shit done. And don't get it twisted, I'm not saying it's wrong because I actually agree with it. Like, if I can wake up at that time, I will. However, it's balance. Everyone's lifestyle is different. Some people work night shifts. So when it comes to physical discipline, you have to make it a priority to stay consistent to get to reach your goals, but you have to find balance with everything. So the reason why I'm talking about doom scrolling about motivational content is because it's a message that's repeated a lot and it sounds good, but it's also not realistic to many people. And also, it's not a one size fits all. Do you get me? So I'll just talk about myself first before we go in before we go anywhere. I used to be 12 stone a few years ago. I was skinny. I had a bit of a definition similar to this, but I was just more thinner. Before I took before I went away on holiday for a year, I wasn't consistent in training. Being in that environment made me realize that if I stay consistent, which I was, I can grow more than I ever thought I could grow and do things I never thought I could do. Like, I was training 3 times a day, majority of days, 3 circuits, pull-ups every day. I was doing over 1,000 push-ups. I just pushed myself to beyond my limits, and I grew. And I ate well and I slept well. Sleeping is very important as well. We'll get into that. However, not everyone will ever be in them environments where you can always push yourself beyond the limits. And I think a lot of people that's some people that some people have never even pushed themselves beyond any limits at all. So for them to do something new can be scary. Do you know what I mean? So it's not a one size fits all. However, if you're ever lucky enough to be able to lock into achieve your goals, and it's not always a physical discipline, it can be a mental discipline, a social discipline, because the thing you need to be focused on now may be your financial, being financially disciplined, or maybe your goals might evolve around um your social life, where you have to probably reduce clubbing because you're spending too much on the weekend, or you're around too much people that's not inspiring you to be better, to become better, that's adding more value to your life. Instead, they are taking your time away, and time is more expensive than money. Do you know what I mean? So there's areas in your life that you need to be mindful of and treat it with respect, and it's a priority. And it's one of them things is you'll never get your time back. You can spend money, but you got to spend your time wisely because you won't get it back. It's one of the most expensive currencies that's undervalued and underappreciated, and people forget that it's actually the most expensive currency we have is your time, because once it goes, you're gone. Once it's done, it's up. So being disciplined is amazing, but there's the dark side of it, which many people don't talk about. And in motivational videos on social media, you'll never hear it. You'll never hear the downsides of sometimes being super locked in, where you're losing yourself, because that's what can happen. It can get to the point where you're so disciplined that you become like a robot, in that disciplined world where you're doing too much and it's not really moving you forward, because also being disciplined is not always going to lead you to success. Getting ice baths 6 o'clock every morning is not going to automatically make you rich or make you seven figures. You have to choose your discipline. You have to choose your hard, choose your suffering. You can't just suffer for no reason, or suffer in so many things that don't push it in any direction. Well, especially advancing you forward. So you have to choose your suffering. You can't just be disciplined doing so many things that you're neglecting your family, you're neglecting your wife, you're neglecting yourself, or because sometimes it's not your physical as you look good, it's your mental, because it can end up being that you're so disciplined that it's becoming like a self-sabotage. Do you get what I mean? This is just my thoughts of discipline. So it's trying to find a healthy balance while being locked in chasing your goals. Because I'm not saying you shouldn't be disciplined to get to my level. And this ain't even a big level. I know where I can go. When I look in the mirror, I can see so many changes that I need to make within myself to get myself to that next level. But I remember where I was before, and I know how many reps it took to get this chest, to get me at thousands. So thousands, bro, thousands of reps, man. Fucking mazzoline. Anyway, so you have to put your reps in. You have to be disciplined to get to where you need to get to within anything, any sort of discipline, with consistency. However, choose your suffering, choose your hard. Your goals have to correlate with the discipline you're going down. You're choosing to go. You're choosing. If you're trying to get in shape, then you've got to be locked in with your diet and your training. Do you know what I mean? If you locked in, if your discipline is to become more financially stable, then you got to focus on your financial side, getting your money, saving your money, reading books. You could be talking with mentors, coaches, whatever it is you need to get you to that, to help you reach your goals. You've got to be disciplined and consistent every day. You got to be on it. There's days you don't need to, but you've got to be. You got to think, what do I want, or what do I need? Do I want to buy this, or do I need to buy this? Do you know what I mean? Everything has to make sense. So if your goals are financial discipline, going to the gym 6 times a week might not be what you need. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you might not need to go gym that many times. You might not even need to go to the gym 5 times a week, 4 times a week, if it's not a priority. If you have to choose your goals. Like, I'm not saying, I think everyone should be in shape, everyone should exercise, but remember as well, you don't need to train 5 times a week. 10 minutes of a solid exercise every day, like even just raising up your blood pressure, like raising your heart rate up, get a few steps in. Do you know what I mean? Star jumps, whatever you need to do, but doing 10 minutes a day will keep you healthy, and it can get you in shape. Trust me, it can get you in shape. So choose your suffering, choose your hard. And with social media, like for me lately, what I started to realize is that when I've been off Instagram, I've not been clinging to my phone, and I can figure out what I need to figure out. It was taking away my creativity, and I like Instagram, but I feel like everything's a bit generic, and I feel like it's not a one size fits all, and everyone's trying to do and sell the same things, products. But I feel like everyone needs adaptation to their goals, because everyone's got different goals and everyone's got different stuff going on within their lives. Some people have health conditions. Do you know what I mean? Some people have got a lot of kids. So you have to, it's not a one size fits all. Some people not undisciplined because they're lazy. Some people maybe overweight because they've got medical conditions. Do you know what I mean? But that's my thoughts of discipline. Like I'm not saying not to be disciplined. I'm just saying that it's not a one size fits all. It's like in school. That's why not everyone does well in school, because you're trying to teach the same curriculum and the same way to other people. And some people don't learn that way. Some people can't sit still for too long. Do you know what I mean? Some people can't process the information. They need to see it visually, or they need to do it themselves. People hands on. Some people just need to learn something in a different way that fits their brain, their mechanism, because everyone's wired different. So my opinion on discipline is it's just changing as I'm just trying to figure it out myself. I'm not 100% with everything. I'm open minded to be challenged on, to for someone to say, give their opinion on it. But for me, is I realize that you have to figure out what you want and work towards it. Like, yeah, because like my discipline's changed so much now. Like, I don't need to go gym 5 times a week. I need to focus on getting my money up, getting raising my income up. Do you know what I mean? But that's my thoughts of discipline, and I feel like you need to figure out what's the root cause of some problems or areas in your life and tackle them, because that's a priority and it's the root, so it's the foundation of everything. So you need to figure out what you need to do, what you want, and then start there. Do you get me? Like, I am very blessed with my surroundings, and I give all the praise to God. But daily decision making is vital. Let me just tell you something. I've not ate chocolate for 6 months. That is hard. Yeah? The last time I ate chocolate was in February. I gave it up for Lent. Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. He didn't eat. I don't know if he drank, but he fasted, yeah? So for Lent, I gave up chocolate. As I've not ate chocolate for 40 days, I thought, you know what, let me see how long I can go without chocolate. Bro, every day it's a battle. Listen, there's chocolate in my cupboards right now. I just bought 4 pack of Mars bar ice cream just for the freezer. Really, it's for my missus, and if Alana wants some, that's she can have some. But I know it's like 32 degrees outside, and someone's gonna want ice cream. And I remember that I liked Mars bar ice cream, and my missus liked Mars bar ice cream. So I bought it today, and I bought myself a Solero. I don't know if I've had it before. I think I've had it once before, but it's not chocolate. I bought it. I have to every day check the labels of certain stuff like snacks to see if it's got cocoa in it, if I think it's got chocolate, because I do not want to eat chocolate. But I'm choosing this hard thing to do because it's reminding me of something I want to do, but it's making me realize that I have the power to refuse to eat something I really want to eat, just to let myself know that I'm in control. And it's hard, and I feel like people run away from doing hard things because I want it, so they get it. But it's like, I want it, but I know I can have it, but I'm refusing to have it because I know that I don't really want to have it and I don't need it and it's not good for me. But it's like every day it's a battle. Every time I see a chocolate bar, Kit Kat Chunkies, Toffee Crisp, like anything that's even like milk chocolate chip cookies, or the M&S chocolate chip cookies, or the white chocolate chip ones, they are fire. But anyway, I'm just letting you know that every day I see these, I want to buy it, but I don't buy it because I'm choosing hard stuff. And you have to choose your hard. I'm not pausing it. I'm just saying you got to choose your hard. So the reason why I'm saying all of this is to say, is don't run away from discomfort. Everything's on the other side you don't want to do. You have to grow. You have to grow through everything you go through. So you have to grow through everything you go through. So yeah, that's all I'm saying is you can't always take the easy path. You won't learn nothing. You won't know about yourself. The more you do, the more you discover who you are, what you're capable of, and there's limits that you haven't even you've reached yet. So just choose your hard, and just know that you can do anything you put your mind to, but just you really have to commit and commit to yourself. The reason why I talked about this whole conversation is it's all about self-love. So loving yourself comes at a price. When I say it comes at a price, is it's sacrifice, like Jesus sacrificed his life for us, for our sins. So I have to sacrifice a lot of things to for myself. Like, I know if I eat chocolate's not good for me. If I eat too much chocolate, it's not gonna do my body any good. So I'm gonna sacrifice not eating that for me to live longer and to be healthier. Like, yeah, I like it, but it's not good for me. So I'm sacrificing not eating chocolate even though I want it. Do you know what I mean? And it's like I'm taking care of me for you, so you take care of you for me. All I'm trying to do is be better for me for you. So the better I am, the more I'm used to you. So everything comes at a price. Like, you sacrifice, like sacrifice is good. It's healthy. Like, the universe does it. Trees do it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, trust me. Do your Googles. Sacrifice is healthy, and you have to do that sometimes to get results. And it's not always about you, it's about other people. Do you know what I mean? So everything comes at a price, but self-love is also sacrifice. Do you know what I mean? It's, yeah, I want to have something, but is it bringing me closer to my dreams or further away? So sometimes you have to sacrifice something which to advance you forward. Like I'm saying, sometimes you got to sacrifice your time with your friends to lock in on your goals. I can't always be around and then be focused on my mission. Sometimes, like, yo, guys, I'll tap in with you soon. I'm just working right now. And to work is to become more of. So when you're working on yourself, it's to become more of yourself. So for me, I'm focused on becoming more of me. That might be stripping back some things that don't serve me no more. That's no longer part of my identity. So to work on myself is to become more. To work is to labor. To labor is to work hard. Working. So I'm working on myself and I'm becoming more of me. So when you're working on yourself, you're becoming more of you. So that's why some people hate work or hate their job, because they're not becoming more of them in their work, in their job. They're not growing in their job, and they're committing a lot of time to their job. You're working 8 to 16 hours a day, and it's not helping you become more of yourself. So that's what people maybe not be I may not taking in and understanding why they're stressed or why they hate the job, because sometimes you're just not growing in the job, you're not growing in the environment, and you're around these people in these environment for long periods of time, so it can become stressful. So yeah, I feel you. Like, with me, when I'm working, I just treat it as educational wheels. So I'm listening to my audio books, my podcast. Sometimes chopping up with my boys, but like, I'm trying to learn on the job as well. I'm working, so I feel like I've been productive today as well. I've made money. I've learned something new. Do you get me? So yeah, that's it. Though I've this video went on longer than I expected, but I was freestyling, and I was in flow state for a moment. So I just want to let you know that you got it. Keep doing your thing. Do you get me? You deserve to win. Never give up. You know what I mean? There's days where, it gets a bit challenging and you feel like, yo, fuck this, man. But remember that people are depending on you, and God's depending on you to be great. And I don't want to let God down, because I know when He made me that you ain't fucking around, and he knows who I'm meant to become and the versions I'm meant to reach. And I've got many versions of me yet to discover, so I'm not done yet. So hold tight, God. Anyway, but love every time, yo, love over now, Milks.